Is there any of you? Mother. I'm loving here today. Oh. Or is not the answer. To bring some loving here today. Oh. Don't punish me with brutality. Can see what's going on? What's going on? Somebody tell me what's going on. All right, I got 3 minutes. I'm gonna take a quick smoke. I got the chat, right? Yeah. Whoa, where's the energy? Okay, sorry I asked. I guess we working on 2 energy tonight, not 4. You're live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 4eNRGy.com. And I am your co host, Bree Massey, bringing you laughter and positivity to your soul. Happy
Yeah,
New Year, guys.
yes, we definitely want to give a shout out to our sponsors, which is BU Hosting, as well as Urban Country Films. That is our what we call our channel company, where you can find all of our shows, including 4energy.com, Shelly Speaks. They also have the morning on YouTube. You can catch them live with the urban country music from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. People got a life. He gonna be out that long. But yes, you can definitely check out all that. And please, 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 if you have not, go to 4energy.com and subscribe. Check out the videos from 2020 that we did. You can also check us out on YouTube where you'll see all of our videos there as well.
Yeah.
All right. Now I know y'all wondering, oh my God, now you went out last year looking like a bum. You come in this year looking like a bum. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't even want to go there with me. Okay. Not today. Okay. We'll probably talk about that on Cypher Sunday. Why I brought the new year in on our first show, still looking like last year's bummy ass. Some things just ain't caught up to the time, but we ain't gonna talk about that. What we are gonna talk about though, baby, help me understand how, I want to know this. How do you women get along at your job? Like, how do you I have yet to find my recipe for a successful job. Have you been successful on that, Bree?
Um, I think that when I kind of stay in my lane and don't get caught up in gossip with other people that I work with, then I'm pretty okay. Let me tell you where the problem really begins. The problem begins when people want to include me in that gossip. Girl, let me tell you what so and so said about you. Let me tell you what I heard. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting included in the gossip, and my main objective is clock in, do my job, and go home. And I am introduced to the mess because it's messy, and people don't. A lot of times, people don't understand that. But the biggest problem for me is when people bring gossip to me that so and so said about me. I don't want to hear that. I
Mhm.
could care less what other people say about me. You know what I'm saying? It's negative energy, and I try not to use energy that doesn't serve me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
yeah,
like how we say down here in the countryside, we say don't let no dog bring me no bone.
right.
Don't let no dog bring me a bone. And one of the things, I personally have no problem. See, unfortunately, that's why I'm not able to keep a job. That's why I ventured out into other things. You're also going to see me expand on other ventures outside of 4eNRGy.com because I'm too straightforward. When I say I be in my lane, I don't like stoplights, caution signs, yield, uh, crossing guard. I don't like none of that in my lane. Everything get cussed out. I can't deal. And one of the things we're going to talk about tonight is how at least four women that we know of in the history of time. We're just going to talk about four. Maybe you know of other ones. These women somehow, some way came out of being swerved out their lane. Should we say? You know, we I'm a poor young, I can't say young. I'm out here poor. I make about 400 a week. You know what I'm saying? These women pushing like 4 million a year. I don't know nothing about all that. I don't know if you all know, but recently Lori Laughlin, is that how you pronounce her name?
That's right.
Lori Laughlin. Now, I don't know if you all know who Lori Laughlin is, but she was on this hit show called Full House. Oh my God, I introduced now mind you, by the time my daughter came around, to be honest, Full House was now introduced to what's called Fuller House,
Right.
which is all the kids that were in Full House, they have now grown up and they have become parents and things of that nature, and they've taken over the house. But she was on the Full House episode as what's his name? Tony's wife, Joey's wife, Joey's
Yeah.
wife name, Joey's wife. The one he kind of had that Elvis Presley look, uh-huh. And she was his wife. She was his wife. The twins, they had the twins, things of that nature. But I don't know
John
if you know
Stamos. John
John.
Stamos was his name.
Gotcha. So I
Italian
don't.
stallion, baby. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I didn't know you could go to prison for less than a year, let
Mm.
alone baby girl did 2 months.
Two.
2 months. Her husband is still in there. He has a 5 month sentence.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, from my research, what the situation was is that this particular, it wasn't just her and her husband, it was into the school of California.
Yeah.
And, they bribed the people. The school admitted to having accepted approximately the school admitted to having accommodated approximately 750 families from 2011 till they were caught in 2009. And apparently that's a top school of is I'm not familiar with all these top notch schools because my education level wasn't there.
Right.
I know of what Howard and what's another one? Spelman. And those are, from my understanding, those are black owned universities, right?
Yale, Yale,
Yale
Yale.
and Spelman. Yale, Spelman, and Harvard. And the ones that that's otherwise I went to the every other average educated black school, which was what? Bethune-Cookman or Florida A&M University. Or either you
Right,
just went to a local community college. You know what I'm saying?
right.
We wasn't up there with all them big high city schools. Ain't nobody was bribing out nobody to get us in school. They just wanted us out our mama house.
Exactly, exactly. Like, when I looked at this story, one thing I know is she's not the only one. You said it was like 50 parents that got caught, but she is definitely not the first or the last to pay for their kids to go to college. You know what I'm saying? Is money talk, bullshit walk. And I mean, I looked at the story, and we want to do the right thing for our child. We want to set them up right in life. But she went a little bit too far in trying to get her daughters a better education. You know what I'm saying? If they wouldn't have went to school to the day of tomorrow, they still was gonna be all right because their mother is an actress, a well-known not nation. She's known all over the world,
Yeah.
for being on Full House. I've never seen a new episode of Fuller House, but I don't know. Was she on there as well? The newer show?
Um, yeah, she was on there as well. The twins, they weren't living there by then, so they was more like drop-in visits. They just they moved, they all kept the house together, which again is a very smart idea. When you look at the background of the show and then you look at this real life situation that she's in, it almost correlates because it shows, the lengths family will go for each other. She
Yeah,
comes from the show that, they all lived in this house together, the different dynamics, a single dad, his brother and his best friend, their kids was growing up, and they made it all work. One was her and the brother-in-law were TV hosts for a show. Her husband was into music. She held him down. He didn't have no job. He was always in the studio. You
yeah,
know, babe, I got this record coming out. I got to be in the studio. But at the end of the year, we know who's filing who on the income taxes because now, nigga, you in this studio as a dependent. Okay,
yeah.
so let's not act like they weren't doing this before we caught on. So we can't
Right,
judge you this for holding your man down while he doing studio time or he up there on the block. But at the same time, as you can see, the family ain't going for that. You
you're
and your
right,
boy got to get up out of here. But it just shows to what lengths a person will go to provide for their family. And
right.
during that show, what I noticed that the net worth of that show, even for that time, it was worth a lot of money. It was worth, I think, about 5 million a year.
Hmm.
Well, for her, it was worth, a pretty penny a year. Then of course, they still playing it, so you still have the royalties behind it. And because Fuller House is a spinoff, technically with the same cast, she probably gets some kind of royalties from that. So,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
so it's like, again, you didn't have to go the lengths you went, but because you know you have the money to do that, and you wanted the best for your child, you
Right.
did that. So you can't knock her for doing it. But what, to be honest, what got me is, you know, she only did 2 months. Her husband did 5 months. Um, but the school, the people who was taking the bribes, they admitted to doing what they've done, and they're facing like 60 something years, and plus a $1.5 million fine. Okay, but when you look at the dynamics of that, who's really scamming who? Because the school has already been paid for the other 749 families that have
Right.
successfully went through their programs with the bribe money, which accumulated what they said almost $250 million in that span.
Right.
That from 2011 to 2019, it accumulated like $250 million of for 750 families. And you're going to prosecute them for 65, the admission council for the 65 years, possibly. Then you're going to fine them $1.5 million. Well, where's that $1.5 million fine going to? Is it going back to any of the 750 families that donated for their children's good cause, since their cause has already been served?
Hmm.
It's
I
gonna
know.
come to my broke ass so I can bribe somebody and put my child in school?
Right.
Or you're gonna go to the same government that you had to pay taxes on to be at that school, and that's prosecuting all the people because y'all took all the money, $1.5 million of the $250 million that they got out of y'all, because we should have got some of that. That's what it sounds like to me. But that's just moving forward.
Wait. Um, okay, we got a comment in the chat. Shelly says, "Good evening, ladies." But let me tell you what to me is a slap in the face. Apparently, there are people in the world, we don't really know them personally. Me and you, we don't know them personally, but there are people in the world that money doesn't mean or have the same value that it has for us, you know, because I want to be in that bracket where money don't mean anything to me. You know, I could use it for toilet paper if I want, and it wouldn't mean anything because it's just paper. Let me tell you what the biggest slap in the face, and I'm sure that Lori Laughlin has felt this way. The biggest slap in the face about this whole ordeal is her daughter getting on her, she got a YouTube channel. She getting on her YouTube channel saying, "Oh, I really didn't want to go to college anyway." So your
That
mama
part.
done did
That part.
all of this, paid all this money, went to jail. She only went to jail for 3 months though.
Prison.
Okay, prison. There's a difference. Okay, she went to prison for not three, supposed to be 5, but she went for 2.
The husband is in there for 5.
Right. And you sit your ass on YouTube talking about you ain't want to go to college and you don't went through all of this. That it's a slap in the face as a mother to me. But I can understand, I kind of can understand why she did what she did. Because she wanted a better opportunities for her daughter, and having that degree behind their name would give them that edge that they need if they didn't go in the same, you know, direction that she did as far as um acting. But another thing that also I think about is the fact that God, we serve an awesome God. You know, I don't know what you serve, but we serve an awesome God. Even after all of this that she did, we have such a forgiving and merciful God. All of that she has gone through and was released, she still has that mindset that she wants to start working again. You know, most people would have been beat down like, look what I did, I'm ashamed, and I'm just gonna lay low, I ain't gonna do nothing. She talking about, trying to get into another show. You know what I'm saying? She's optimistic about, getting another opportunity to be in another arena, another show, even with all that she did. So, I give her kudos on that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we ain't at that level, but now I can't wait to see you, girl. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see you on that level. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, another person that pretty much did what Lori is looking to do. Look at Remy Ma. Remy Martin. She's an American rapper. She started out with the Terror Squad crew.
Right.
One of her biggest hit songs when she came out, everybody loved her with the honey blonde bang and the black hair bob. She always loved her honey blonde bang and her black hair. And one of her biggest singles was "I'm Conceited," and I see I look too good to be dressed this, and I look too good to be wearing that. I look way too good to be wearing that. I'm conceited, please believe it. So, she really set the scene for a lot of women. She did a lot of remixing songs. Annie Up, oh my God, yo, listen. I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to Remy Ma, she came out, like, of course, after Lil' Kim, after Foxy Brown, after Trina, but before the whole Nicki Minaj, before Cardi B, she kind of came out right, in there. But this kind of ran into some real life problems again. She had to do 8 years in ex-friend, a
It
friend
said
of me.
that she was like a part of her entourage.
Yeah, so
So
it was
somebody that she was familiar with.
a friend of me. We'll call her a
Yeah,
friend of me
friend of me.
because of how things went. Supposedly, this young lady, this friend of hers, at the time, took some money out of Remy's purse while she wasn't looking. And when Remy was, Remy, of course, being, not just about the music, but is about that life.
She's about her queen. My money.
Baby girl, like my ching ching is missing.
Yeah.
And she probably, what you asking me for? Oh no. And Remy like, sis, don't do that. And the girl got shot, fucking around. You know what I'm saying? The girl got shot. She looked worse than she did before she got shot, apparently. And everyone, of course, is like, that's just some real shit. You fuck with somebody's money, you get what you deserve. Like,
right.
And then when she came out, now she's married to Papoose with his Jesus, Papoose. Ooh, he need to pap on my poops, but that's not important.
Woo!
You know, he again, like I'm a bird to the music. I love their music. I know he's not the finest dude around, but the music he produces and what their music is about, I love it. I love that gutter real music. So they're a powerful couple to me. She got on the show Love and Hip Hop. It was really good. She has her own spin-off show. Her and Papoose has made a beautiful daughter. I love that little girl. She got Remy's eyes and Papoose lips. Like, she's a perfect combination of back. She pretty much has, them 8 years did, like, it was like she wasn't gone. Papoose really maintained and kept her out there, so people know when she get out, she, it's gonna be this. It was like she wasn't even gone. She had a lot of underground music that was able to be put out in her absence, and it worked out well. The thing about it is that now she's facing another possible downfall, because you have another person who's saying that she has attacked them. But what can I say? Again, this is Remy Ma. This has always been her music. She's always been about that life. She's not just about the music. And she ain't even really doing music anymore, but she does little music that a lot of people are not all that attracted to anymore, because you have the Nicki Minaj, you have, the Megan Stallion, Cardi B, you have all of that, which is not even really music. They're putting more of an image out there, and then of course a lot of the Cardi B music is not. I mean, when you talk about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, that's more of your considered on her level of Remy Ma level, but it hasn't reached there yet. And that's the thing. Like, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, they're able to reach this generation of people, whereas Remy Ma, as gutter as her music is, she just can't reach this generation of people.
I think for me, like, I don't know, I may have heard some of her music, but I don't remember a lot of music that she's done. I have seen her on they shit tight, and they keeping it together. And it's like, when she says something, he is right there to support her. And when he got something to say, she always there to support her. You don't see that a lot. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that. Like, okay, if they had like any kind of um like, okay, let me say this. Like, a lot of times, me, I've been married, and me and my ex-husband have had some disagreement. Things that, I'm like, okay, whatever. So it hasn't, we squashed it for the sake of, I don't want to really talk about this anymore. But in the back of my mind, I still have resentment because you're not understanding my platform and where I'm coming from. And when I see them, I don't see them as having that issue with resolving conflict. She say what she gonna say, he say what he gonna say, and then they kind of work it out. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make it work out, and they're gonna keep it moving. And that, you don't really see that a lot in relationships. It's rare.
Yeah, definitely. And that's one of the things I will admit. What I love about how they're putting it out there like that. Again, while she was locked down during her whole 8-year stretch, a part of me almost forgot she was even incarcerated. because, like you said, he was holding her down as though, you know, like maybe like it was presented to me that even though she's a worldwide star, that maybe she's just on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Like he really gave that illusion very good that she wasn't even incarcerated. So it was like we were looked. So of course, when she came out, you know, that was a great thing. And it's like she never was gone. But I've listened to a lot of her new music, and it's just that I feel that the Love and Hip Hop and their spinoff show, Meet the whatever their last name is, that is a great image for her. The music industry, maybe she'll catch on. You know, she's doing things with bringing out new artists and stuff like that. Maybe it'll work for her, but honestly, this image with the show is just doing really good because, like I said, we love to hear about Remy Ma. We love to see her in her authentic self. We love to see her beautiful self. We love to just know that she's okay and she's not getting in any trouble. And we just know that if she just stay in a perspective where she just kind of in her lane, she don't have to worry about shooting nobody. She don't have to worry about punching nobody. She don't have to worry about all these crazy charges being brought up against her and stuff like that. And I don't want to be rude, but we also have Shelly Speak said that's her mother's fault for trying to keep up appearances. Yeah, I guess she's talking about the Lori Lohan situation, definitely. And we have Mr. Ricky Brown saying, hi, ladies. Hello, Mr. Brown. Thank you for joining.
Hi.
You know, definitely. It's just one of those things where, okay, Lori Loughlin, she was trying to keep up appearances and her daughters didn't even want to go to college. Again, before you stretched out your neck, just because you have the money, it ain't even about the charge. Just because you have the money, before you put out that kind of money and make that kind of sacrifice, talk to them, see what your kid is into, so you can invest in that. And if they're not ready to go to college, you can at least put that money aside until they're ready. You have dumb money. You can do what you want to do with it, yes, but look what it got you. She didn't want to go to college. You went to prison for 2 months. And you and 50 other families is out of almost $250,000, $250 million. And the government just fined the same school another $1.5 million. Because that's the cut they didn't get from the 250. So
I mean, but you know, it's always been that. You know, like we've run into people and hear how they able to go to school? Well, you know, their daddy got some money. You know what I'm saying? It's always been there. But somebody decided when they found out that this lady was on TV and everybody in the world know her. Oh, we finna make this news right here. I'm finna tell you something. Somebody at the school leaked that to get paid.
So. But it was other actors and forward. It's just you know, it's just these different situations. You know, you have Remy Martin, who has successfully moved on from her prison sentence. Lori Loughlin looking to move on from her prison sentence. And, you know, hopefully it will have its own outcome. I know Remy Martin, like I said, she's always presented herself as such. Anything that comes upon her is going to speak for itself because of who she is. So, you know, she always going to have supporters just going to be praying for her, like, Lord, Remy acting craziness again, God bless her. And we're going to always be tuned into her show to see who she pop off next, because that's her team. That's her team.
She needs some anger management.
But that's what she got Papoose for.
Well, he kind of, when she get mad, then he get mad. So
and trust me, that's the point. The two gangsters know this is not what we want to do in this house of possibilities.
Right.
You know. But we're going to go to a quick commercial break right now. And then, you know, we're going to come back with more interesting news and information. You know, just take a quick commercial break right now. Boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
People repeat history. Welcome. I am your host, Michael, and this is Solution.
Commercial is only 45 seconds left.
A platform
44
where
seconds left.
we discuss ideas and finding solutions to the issues we face as a people. Statistically, our situation has not improved much over the past couple of 100 years. I intend to fix that. We like to believe history repeats itself, when in actuality, it is people who repeat history. Let's stop doing that.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the show. If you're just tuning in, we were talking about some women that we feel have been winning. Um, like Remy Ma and Lori Laughlin, women that have been in the news for some things that they have um, been persecuted for, but have, bounced back from these charges and prison time to get back on board or get back on track in their lives. If you guys have any questions, post them in the chat so we can get at you. Looking forward to your comments. Uh, I'm looking for my host.
I did the church thing. I put my one finger up. No, but I mean, it's just amazing how, I think millionaire women can bounce back pretty good. But at the same time, not all of them are like that. We have what? Okay, now look at the other situation we was talking about with Janet Herbert. That's her name?
Janet Hubert.
Janet Hubert, the lady from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We know her as Black Aunt Viv.
Yes.
Okay. So when you look at her situation, it was a mess. A lot of people know the whole thing. I just know that they casted her off at the time, and then I know it was a lot of backlash afterwards, but I couldn't understand like the story. Now I don't his wife, Will Smith's wife. She has the red table on
Facebook.
And
what is her name?
It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it.
I know who you're talking about. Everybody know who you're talking about.
His wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada has the red table on Facebook, and one day Will Smith did a takeover, and he invited Miss Hubert to the takeover because
make no mistake,
they wanted to hash it out after
this video
30
is for you
years
directly.
Can you believe that? Can you believe it's been 30 years since they had the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? That means I'm old, and I'm not sure I like that very much.
30 years ago, I didn't have this in my head. 30 years ago, I was doing what my 10-year-old doing, which is playing with baby dolls.
Yes.
And still believe that I can turn into a mermaid. Okay. So we're going to insert a little understanding about this part. Don't, after COVID, the last thing you want to do is wait 30 years to rectify a situation.
Exactly.
Like, that's not a good idea, people. But moving forward, they did. And basically, it was strange that at the end of the day, they both were just intimidated by each other. He was the young actor that, didn't really need a script. He had natural talent. Here she is, an older woman who went to acting school, went to all of her classes, did all of her things, and they're both trying to make it in the industry.
Right.
She was the older woman. Of course, she demanded, her self-righteous respect. He was a young guy, full of energy, didn't care how he spewed it. And it cost him a very successful career because I can probably name off the top of my head 10 movies that he was the main star of. We talk about when he realized his music career wasn't all that, he took off in the acting career.
Yeah.
So, and where did she go? She went through a foreclosed home, I think 2 divorces. She pretty much, you know, she went through it. We have a clip of the red table, as a matter of fact. I don't know if you ready to play it, but we can play that clip right quick. But just in case you all didn't see it.
War of words escalated. In 2018, Janet released this video.
Will, make no mistake, this video is for you, directly. I will not go to my grave feeling that questions have been unanswered or misconceptions of me that you put there have never been dealt with. Nowhere did it ever say I was fired. The only person who ever said that, sweetie, was you. The vomit that you spewed, I still reek of it. The one thing I do regret in my life was ever taking that role to have worked with someone like you. I wish you had thought about my family. I wish you had thought about the consequences of your actions.
Whew. I've never actually seen that.
Is it playing?
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Wow.
I never watched it. People had said to me, don't watch that.
Okay.
We had a cast reunion. I wanted us to seek healing, and I knew the first phase of that healing was me understanding what she experienced. So I asked Janet to sit down with me.
Because she was portrayed as some hater. She was portrayed as the angry Black woman, as she said.
Yeah.
She was portrayed as so many things that she didn't go to school for, that no one invested in her education for. But at the same time, she was labeled all these things. And a lot of times, educated Black women, even Nicki Minaj, I'll give her credit, she said that too. She said, why is it that a woman have to be a bitch just because she demands a certain type of respect?
Right.
Okay. And it's true. Why do you have to go through stuff like that? I was so emotional during that show. I don't know if you saw that Red Table show, but what are your comments on it? Because again, we realized that she came in the scene and then her career went nowhere after that.
I think that I did see some of it, but the interview wasn't as in depth that I wanted it to be, because it's like, what exactly happened for them to fall out? I can kind of put together that she might have come off as, having this holier than thou kind of attitude, and maybe the producers or people on the show was like, why is she acting like that? She ain't even a star. And then they went and talked to Will Smith about it, and then him being young and dumb, he just you know kind of went along with it, like, you know and he probably had a big head at the time. He was young when he was doing his show. Every episode had him in it. You know what I'm saying? He ran that thing. Everybody looked forward to seeing him. He knew he was a star. This was his jump off. Not that damn rap career that he had, but this show was a jump off for his career. And I think that, he got a big head and he was like, hey, get her up out of here. She could be replaced. We don't
And
need
she
her.
was. And she
And when
was.
and and it's like, he might have not been mature enough at the time to be like, can I talk to you?
He
Can
wasn't.
we discuss this? Because to me, she was always the best Aunt Viv. She was always the best Aunt Viv. I mean, she was talented, she was pretty, you know what I'm saying? She was sexy. This older woman, when she came in the room, she strut like uh, uh, uh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
damn, like, I was a young girl looking at her like, damn, that's how I want to be. Got a power suit on, high heels, and she had to be like in her 40s at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I think he did a dish. Somebody older should have come to him and been like, look, don't do this. Don't do this. This lady need her coins just like you do. Let her finish it out when the show is over. Don't do this. But nobody was brave enough to approach him about it. And we ain't gonna know the whole story, but that's what I gather from what they was talking about. Because everything was kind of, you know, little this, little that. They didn't really get in depth. I like in depth interviews and conversation. Put it on the table.
Well, I will admit, I think it was in depth. You would have to, you have to see it for yourself. But, I definitely want to thank you all for joining us tonight. As you know, this is 4eNRGy.com. Definitely go to the website, which is www.4eNRGy.com. Also, if you get a chance, not to be a buzzard or anything, but check out Nyze River Water, which is NYZE River Water. That's also my page. Again, like I said, I'm expanding off into some other ventures right there. I did that for 2021. It's my homemade hand sanitizer. It is homemade, organic. I've shown it a couple times on other episodes. You could definitely look it up and check it out. Yes. Also, again, check it out on YouTube, 4eNRGy.com. Look at BU Hosting. .com. Check out Urban Country Films. Urban Country Mornings is at, of course, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on YouTube Live. You can always call in or check out that mix a lot. Oh, baby, if I'm talking about, if you like that Rastaman style, boyaka, boyaka, yeah, man, boyaka, boyaka. I wouldn't even represent nothing I don't do, you know what I'm saying? So they doing their thing in the morning when you getting ready to go to work, you got the kids off, you working from home, you know what I'm saying? Go in the bathroom while you don't use that dry ass towel, you know what I'm saying? Don't use no dry ass cotton towel on your beautiful skin, sis. Air dry to some urban country music, you know what I'm saying? See if you still got that hip replacement working. See if the knees still unlocked. You know what I'm saying? Make sure them cheeks can still clap. Make sure them titties can still hang. You know what I'm saying? Then put your little oil straight on your skin and then watch how that thing go. Hit different. Yeah, I'm telling you, bless up. So anyways, don't get me to talking. I'm stupid.
Good night, guys.